Oh, it's you. You always complain when I say things wrong. Have I done something wrong again?
No, not really, though I have a suggestion. I heard you flying at a non-towered airport recently. You were doing touch and goes. You were saying your aircraft call sign on each transmission. Whilst that is not incorrect, I feel there is a better way.
Oh, really? You don't think I should say my call sign? Why is that?
Well, obviously, in an air traffic control environment, the controller is talking to individual aircraft and must use the call signs, but in a non-towered situation the call sign is not really necessary, nor is it particularly helpful.
Oh, why not?
There are a few things to consider when operating at a non-towered airfield or on a common traffic frequency. Firstly, if another aircraft gets close enough to actually read your registration number, then you have a completely different problem than deciding which aircraft is transmitting. You now have collision avoidance to consider. Also, remember that your transmission is now a broadcast to many other radio stations, not just to one air traffic controller. The other aircraft on the frequency are probably more interested in your aircraft type, so that they can consider your size and speed. For example, if I was ready to turn base leg and heard somebody say November 12345, or Golf Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta, long final, that means nothing to me.
Then what would be better?
Well, if I heard Cessna 172, long final, I know I could turn, but if I hear citation, long final, I may be more cautious.
Oh, I see. Knowing the aircraft type helps you to plan your actions?
Yes. It may also highlight that you are looking at the wrong aircraft. Perhaps you hear Cessna 172 downwind, but when you look, you see a low-winged aircraft. You know that is not the one. Hearing a call sign doesn't help you at all.
So what happens if I want to talk to one of the other aircraft on the frequency? How do I know its call sign?
Well, of course, you don't. However, remember that these are not chat frequencies. You should not really be holding two-way conversations with another aircraft. You should only declare your own position and intentions. You should not be starting to agree with others that you and they do certain things to help each other. There may also be other aircraft in the area that are not even equipped with radio, and if you encounter one, you may not be able to comply with the agreement that you just made. The same thing goes with student pilots who may mistake what you say. You are not an air traffic controller, so do not try to control. Just announce your own position and intentions.
Could you give me an example, please? What would I say if I was flying at an untowered airfield called Grassland?
As there may be numerous airfields all utilizing the same frequency, you should start and finish your transmission with the call sign of the untowered airfield that you are at. In this case, that would be Grassland traffic. Remember, only announce your position and intentions. So an example would be Grassland traffic Cessna 172 downwind runway 17, touch and go, Grassland traffic.
And what would I say if another aircraft called up and asked for the runway in use, or asked for traffic advisories?
Absolutely nothing different. The runway in use for any particular aircraft must be decided by the commander of that aircraft, not by you. If you simply announce your position and intentions, then the commander of the other aircraft can make their own assumptions and decisions. It is quite possible that the other aircraft may want a longer runway despite it being a crosswind, rather than landing into wind on a short runway. It is not your place to tell them which runway they should use, even if everybody else is using it.
I also remember you saying not to use the phrase "any other traffic, please advise."
Yes. That is a ridiculous, amateurish phrase. If other traffic on the frequency thinks that they should advise you when you announce your own position and intention, then they will do so. Also remember that there may be traffic at a non-towered airfield that does not have a radio installed or turned on. Just because you hear no answer does not mean that there is no other traffic. Just announce your own position and intentions.
I'll try to remember all that. Thank you.